All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chagwadash. The honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to all the Akim, pushing truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Akwaf that may be out there watching and learning. So, brother, you call from the GMS Columbus, Ohio branch, coming back again with another lesson through the Spirit. And just another quick hit, because in my last video, I did kind of going into the MOTB. I highlighted the point of, people, not regarding the law, that division that is coming, especially with the things that are going on in the world. All right, like I mentioned in that video with Iran, the Iran situation, and many more situations. That's just the one that's broadcasted as of now, And just a quick side note, through the Spirit, I think it's important, and we've spoke about it before, but at the end of the day, some things come and go, but we speak on these things, and we're praying and hoping that these things come to pass in a heavy manner, and more prophecy becomes to pass, so that way we are closer and closer to our salvation. But it's to be understood that of course certain things can pass over, but we know through the Spirit all these small little skirmishes and things that are going on are leading to a greater day. All right, ultimately leading to Yahweh's return. All right, we're just waiting on that MOTB to become mandatory. All right, but back on track, just going in, I just wanted to highlight that division that's coming, because it's in the air and it's been in the air, and really, from dating back to Rome, just going into that briefly, dealing with the beast being diverse, and Daniel the 7th chapter, what made it diverse was the Senate houses. All right, so what it was pretty much it's a democracy, so it gave people a say so to speak, things had to go through different voting systems, etc. And same thing that America was built upon, it has grown more and more into, is that voting system. And the big thing in America now is what? Democrats versus Republicans. All right. And of course, it goes even deeper, dealing with so-called blacks and so-called whites, Hispanics against so-called blacks and this, that, and the third, there's division all across the board, it was big when you got the rich versus the poor, and then, there's even a division amongst the poor people. Who's better at being poor? The whole time we living in the same demographic, same areas, Now it's about, oh well, I keep my shit more polished than you. This place is just divided on all fronts. But this is Yahweh Shai speaking, and this is what's told that will happen. I say it's been this way. It's just at an all-time high because there's division on every front of life. Okay? But this Luke 12, and the start of verse 51, it says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth?" See, and this is a good cut for, Christians that make it to seem as if, the Lord is, our Savior Yahweh Shai is just all peaches and cream, how they portray him to be. All right. While when he went through his ministry, he was peaceful, okay, for the most part, but you gotta understand, he's set to make a return. And his return is to what? To bring that vengeance. All right. The men that pierced him, all right, all the people that haven't hearkened into the words of the Lord, all these things, man. Esau, most importantly, dealing with Esau and these other heathen nations for all the wickedness and things that they've done unto the nation. So for you to think that someone that loves his nation so much that he was willing, that he was a sacrifice, all right, willing to sacrifice his life for us, you think he's not going to come back and handle business? You think he's going to come back and just give everybody a clean slate and let everybody make it in? Hell no. All right? People got shit to deal with. All right? And the Lord is coming with that, man. All right, bring it back again, Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be five in one house divided, three against two, and two against three. See, the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. See? So that's what's coming to this place, man. You know? This place is divided, man. Okay? And it's going to get really hectic, all right? And that division is going to really come when stores start running out of shit. These things are too expensive to buy, okay? The stores become empty, all right? Gas prices and diesel prices are so high. Trucks ain't gonna be on the road to deliver shit, all right? And what is that gonna lead to? And let's go here. 2 Esdras 15. I'll read, let's see. I'll start at 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So I bring that out in the last lesson, you know. But, you know, the people becoming rebels to the government, you know. In the streets, rioting, okay, tearing down this place. What was in recently in I believe it was it the Philippines? One of them were Nepalese. One of them places where they overthrew their government. You see, looting the streets, man. See, verse 17: the man shall go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See that? Those times are coming. Those times are coming. All right, they're on the brink. Okay? So, you know, we really have to understand these things and move according. All right? The Lord is not coming to play, man. All right? And at the end of the day, everything that's going on is prophecy. All right? And what the scriptures say, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. So everything that he said that is written is going to come to pass. All right? So you got to watch out for your neighbor. That division is heavy, man. All right? Civil war is brewing up. All these things. See? But I looked up just briefly on Google. I just looked up, is the world we live in today divided? Which we know it is, but just to get a little bit of context on it. It says, yes, the world is widely perceived as deeply divided by political ideology, income inequality, and cultural issues. While many feel societies are more polarized than in previous decades, studies also show that people often hold similar underlying values, interests, and consensus on issues like climate change. Key aspects of today's divided world include political polarization in many nations, particularly the U.S. Partisan animosity has risen significantly, with opposing sides viewing each other as immoral. See? Economic inequality. While extreme poverty has decreased globally, income inequality within countries has worsened, impacted people's daily lives. And just even think about that. It said extreme poverty has decreased globally. Expected to come back up, man. You see, because all these prices of everything is going up, but your job is not giving you no raise. You see, and think about that. They got to spend more money too to keep their business running. All right? And you're not going to get any of it. Okay? You're not going to get any of that, any extra money out of your company that you work for. So keep that in mind too, man. All right? It's going to get real heavy out here, man. So expect that to spike at an all-time rate. Because at the end of the day, people still got to eat. So you're going to have to go spend that $5 on that carton of eggs when it was once $2, $1, $2. You know what I'm saying? That carton of milk. All right? And this is just the essentials. You see? Let's not get to the meat prices. All right? Your ingredients, all these things, man. at an all-time high. You know, you once was able to fill up your fridge, now it's half full. Like you can see your amount that you were once bringing in is decreasing. All right, but reading on, it says societal tensions, major divides exist over immigration, cultural values, and religious differences, with the majority of people feeling their country is more divided than 10 years ago. See, a big one if there are religious differences. All right, this truth is springing forth heavily. You know what I'm saying? And you got a bunch of people out there making pages, and their ministry is solely on trying to get dirt on the Israelites. All right, and then you got many different religions. Like it's so many different religions out there. Hundreds of different religions that people have come up with. But of course, you got your famous ones: Christianity, Muslims, Buddhists, all these different. You know what I'm saying? But there's always a divide. Catholics, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different set of beliefs. All right. But this truth is what will flourish. All right. And whether you take it in or not, hey, that's between you and the Lord. All right. It says global instability, a G0 world lacking dominant leadership faces increased geopolitical friction and security, economic, and technological fragmentation. So, hey, man, this is just a little brief read, you know what I'm saying, to get into, you know, just to highlight the division and the things that's going on and the things to come. You know, it's not getting better. All right. You know, everybody has so much faith in Trump when he came into office. Like, oh well, he's speaking all this good shit. How things gonna be better? No wars. Low gas prices. This and the third. More money, and everything is the opposite. All right. But hey, that goes back into, you know, Esau, you know what I'm saying, and how his words are smooth as butter. He'll do anything to win you over. And then when he win you over, now you fucked over. Excuse my language, you know. So pay attention to all these things, man. It's getting real out here. All right. Let's get a couple more precepts real quick. Because we'll get this, and then I'm gonna pull up 2nd Ezra 9. I'll start here while I'm here. 2nd Ezra 9. I'll start at the top. Why not? It says, He measured me then and said, measures thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See? Pay attention to these things that's going on, because soon enough they will come to affect you. While they may not affect you super deep as of right now, just believe it's all coming. It's coming all our way. All right. Even us as men of the Lord willing, we're not exempt either. You know, we still gonna have to battle certain things. All right. The difference between us and you know, the Jakes out there that ain't on they shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't paying attention. That ain't hearkening to the words of the Lord. You're going to feel it a lot heavier, man. You know, through the Spirit for us brothers, man. You know, trying our best, doing the work, you know what I'm saying? Praying, doing what we got to do for the Lord. All right, the scriptures tell us, you know what I'm saying? What does it say? My servant shall eat and ye shall be hungry. My servant shall drink, etc. You know, so we'll be taken care of, man. All right. But we got to continue paying attention and keep pushing and keep doing what we got to do for the Lord's sake. But verse 3 is what I wanted. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, see, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, plain as day, man. You know, it's going to happen, all right? And that uproar of the people is going to be prominent, all right, in these times to come, man. All right, so be paying attention. All right, and I'm gonna end off with this. Matthew 24. I'm gonna just give verse 7. I read verse 8 too. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation," so highlighting that division, and kingdom against kingdom, Salakia, And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. See? So, all them things, them famines, disease, and all these things, man, people are going to be bugged out. All right? You ain't got no food. You going to kick in your neighbor's door. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite neighbor. All right? You done been in their crib. You seen what they got. Y'all cool. Y'all done kicked it and drank together. This, that, the third. Now you hungry. Now you fucked up. Fuck all that. It's all out the window now. Now you kicking in their door and trying to take what they got. You see? These things are coming, man. So pay attention, man, and don't think light about the things that are going on in the world, because that's the thing. People, the people in the world today take these things so lightly, as if things are just going to get better. Okay, how much you think? How long you think things gonna just keep getting better? Because have they gotten that much better? No. Things have progressed worse over the years. You see, year after year after year, it's not getting better, man. Even with these different movements and people, doing certain things on social media, it's still not getting better. Okay? This world is set for destruction, man, and it's gonna happen, and nobody can stop it. All right? But that's it, man. Lord willing, it was edifying. Gird up your loins, man, and get prepared for the things to come, because it is coming. But with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. The honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Say Shalom, the Bible Bar.